Okay. Um, let's see here. So this is Nerdio Manager for MSP. Super easy to take advantage of the service. Basically, if you decide you want to move forward with Nerdio, number one, you would want to get a subscription set up for yourself. There would be an application service that you would run, and it comes out of the Azure Marketplace. So the Nerdio tool is in the Azure Marketplace. You find it in the Azure Marketplace, and then you deploy it. And Nerdio does, it's very intelligent. It does all the deployment. It's going to ask you for your subscription. It's going to ask you for resource group. Either if you already have one set up, you can just select it. If not, you're going to create it as you set the service up. And once you're locked and loaded and followed all the instructions, you'll wind up with a dashboard that looks like mine. And so if I click on the logo, it's just going to take me back to the beginning. And this, in this area, would be where all your customers are located. So you can put the client ID here, or the logo rather, company name, and then information about their Nerdio service. And if I click manage, it's actually going to take me into that customer. And as you can see here, I can manage users, I can manage groups, your desktop images. You can make different desktop images. If I go, I'll give it a click here. My image is currently off. I'm not going to be able to go through the whole deployment of it. It'd take too long based on the presentation, but I will walk through how we created this. Azure AVD, so host pools, user sessions. One of the neat things about AVD that you can do, and Nerdio 100% supports it, is you can have a hosted desktop, or you can just have hosted applications. So depending on the user's experience, if they need an entire desktop, great. Maybe you have somebody there that just needs access to Outlook and Excel, and they spend 90% of their time in those two tools, or 100% of those time in those two tools. You could just have hosted applications on Nerdio, and Nerdio will help you manage it. You got different catalogs to take advantage of, certificates. One of the neat things when you're setting up your desktop image is you can add in third-party software. So Nerdio has a very extensive catalog, and you're going to see when I go ahead and fire this up, when I created the image, I had Adobe and 7-Zip and 3CX, I think. I had that software installed with my image. So every time I rolled that image out for users, they're going to have that software in there. So it just makes it really easy. Also, if you had your own software, maybe it's an application that's not in the catalog, you can go ahead and have that software installed and have it up and running, on your image. Your image is a Windows machine. So when you fire it up, it'll look exactly like a Windows desktop, and you can install whatever you need in there, and then package it back up so it's ready to go when you want to start firing up desktops for your users. You go down here, there's servers. If, let's say, I had 2 or 3 application servers, a SQL server, a file server, all those servers, we can have them set up. You can add an AD domain controller, or just add a primary server right here. You can also set up your network. You can do your VNets, VPN, network security groups. You can get public IP. These are all great services that, as an MSP managing for your customer, you're going to take advantage of them. Your NAT gateway, Azure Files. So if you're not familiar with Azure Files is a pseudo replacement for an on-premises file server. So if your customer does have an on-premise file server, and they do have people that are working locally within the company, You can set up Azure files similarly to, if you're familiar with OneDrive, where you have some of your most current data available on your desktop, and then some of it you can see in OneDrive. It'll have a pointer to the cloud, so that, and it's got an image of it on your desktop. So the whole file's not there, but it just lets you know if you click on it, it'll download it off the cloud and you'll have access to it. So Azure File is in the same vein. You could set it up and say, anything accessed within the last 60 days is going to remain on-prem, and then everything that's 60 days and older would be uploaded to the cloud for long-term keeping. And then if you want to get that back, or somebody needs a file, they can go just log in and get it. There would be a little bit of latency because the system is downloading it first before the user's actually getting it. So you can have that set up. If you just had Azure files set up in Azure, you could set it up as just a drive attachment. So it would be, you have your C drive, your D drive would be taken. So anything from E beyond in the alphabet, you could make that, an attached drive.